war between the lion and the hippo. In Africa, every year there are still wars over territory and food from the big guys. Animals that want to survive or have to go through harsh and scary times. There will even be many losses that occur on this journey to find a life for you and your cubs. On the lands marked with the presence of large cats like lions and animals of enormous size like hippos, conflict takes place so often that each animal had to take a stance, thinking, tricking to expand his sphere of rule. Lungwa is the river that gives life to the green heart of Africa. Rains at the southern end of the Great Rift Valley between this lifeline that flows all year round. More hippos live along the river than anywhere else in the world. They span for more than 500 miles. The river is where they take a dip and enjoy the coolness where the weather is too hot. Hippos only come ashore to feed at night. In this deep water area, there was a dominant hippo. Newcomers try to walk as quietly as possible. If unfortunately, falling into the sight of that dominant hippo, war will break out right on this river. Everything now needs to be considered. The hippopotamus is large, ferocious species, not unlike its goofy appearance. It can be aggressive and slaughter people. It kills more people than lions every year. The lion has long occupied this land. It still often finds it's uncomfortable to share half of its throat with the hippopotamus. Large and brood hippos can attack lions when provoked. Sometimes, the lions are free to disturb the sound sleep of the hippo, and this can cause it to wake up and then chase, using its large jaws to bite the lion's head. If the lion is lucky to escape death, it also is full of injuries. Unvariable, the hippo is more of a daredevil than a calculated hunter. It also does not eat any species, but biting it is likely to happen if it feels that the lion have many cubs that do not want to be left alone, but like to destroy. On the shore there is a herd of cubs consisting of female lions and 2 cubs that are just 4 weeks old. The mother of the 2 cubs is trying to find a safe haven for her young cubs. The threat to the lion cubs is easy to see. Some species such as baboons or stray lions can also attack these carefree children. They are too young to understand and to avoid approaching threats. At this point, both the lion and the hippo cubs have to learn to defend for themselves, and they need to watch the demonstrations of those skills to bring peace into their lives. Hippos don't usually pose any threat to their lives as adults, but as they grow up, curiosity can cause them to carry skin wounds for the rest of their lives. Everything is just an experience, but it is the price of survival. Survival is never easy. On the contrary, it is very hard. Especially in this situation that both hippos and lions often have conflicts and fight with each other just because they live in the same territory. Neither side wants to compromise with the other. Things are getting grayer day by day. The drought has made it very difficult for the lions to find food. The lioness knows that there will be more food and opportunity on the other side. But to get there, she will have to face first the strong and aggressive barnacles. While the hungry stomach and its small children had nothing to eat for many days now, unable to bear it, the monk decided to risk his life to swim across the river. Lions are big and brave cats. Lions had to learn the courage and fighting spirit at a very young age. So the dangers in the water are very scary, but it is forced to overcome that to find food for both it and the 2 lion cubs. Like any mother who loves and wants to protect her babies, so does the lioness, but it had no choice but to hide the cubs in a safe place before going along to feed on the other side. And she had peace of mind when she took the children to hide in a dense bush. Next in the journey across the river, to get to the other side, the hippos, enjoying the cool water, saw the lion's silhouette. But it seemed they ignored it at this time. The lioness swam to the other side safely. It must try to find food to bring back to its 2 little children. And it finally hunted an antelope. Antelopes are much easier to catch and kill than buffalo or any other species, which also brings advantages to this trip. But it seems too early to rejoice now, because this is not a good land for the lioness. She has trespassed on the territory of 2 strange male lions. And certainly, the 2 male lions will not forgive anyone who feeds in their territory. Like undaunted guardians and defenders of their territory, both male lions rush to attack the female. A female lion cannot fight off 2 male lions at the same time, and running is the best option right now. Of course, that also means leaving the prey to keep alive. The lioness had no choice but to jump into the water and swim back across the river. Although she knew there are people in the water who don't like her, the hippos. But compared to confronting the 2 male lions, swimming into the water to have a chance to reach the other side is still the maximum solution. It was lucky to escape the pursuit of 2 male lions. The hippos also witnessed the play just now. It seems that they are content to be spectators and do not care at all about the loss of the lioness. When the lioness returned to the peaceful land, her home, she did not see her 2 cubs. It called out in vain. There was absolutely no lion cubs found in the bushes, where yesterday she brought them to hide. This loss is really great, and it rattled her when she couldn't find her children. Just as the hippopotamus is always ready to protect her cubs, absolutely the lion also has a sacred feeling and motherly love for her children. The lioness is looking for her cubs in both hope and despair. And she founds the daughter, the lioness. As for the son, there is still no news. This might not be the worst, but it took too much away from her to compare to what is found after risking her life to go to the other side in search of food. And food is not found. The hippos didn't want to challenge the lions either. Perhaps they were too tired after a long night on the shore looking for food, and just wanted to rest in the water. At this time, let no one touch the most aggressive and brutal man in this African land. It can get mad and attack anyone who dares to disturb it. The lions also do not want to be majestic or prestigious about the territory. It is waiting for something else. That is food. And maybe baby hippos will fulfill that hope. Lions can also take down baby hippos very easily. Here it is. Its chance has come. A baby hippo is curious in front of the lions. It went ashore to explore, but the trip will not be very fun because the lions has seen the target and it will look for an opportunity to seize it. It pounces on the hippo. The lion's sharp claws injured the baby hippo. Unfortunately, it can't kill the baby hippo. Something gave the hippo power to escape just in time. It was safe, although they were deep wounds from being scratched by the lion. Before becoming a giant, it will have to endure such bad experiences and expensive lessons. That's also how lions show their majesty and status. Tyrants can't back down from any other species. Although they are also a bit wary when alone, these big cats only become fearsome and powerful when combined, and they also live in big groups. If alone, it is very likely to become prey for other great opportunists. Hippos attack lions not to eat meat. Hippos are herbivores. But when living together and breathing the same air, these two species cannot concede territorial space to each other. They want to monopolize domination and not share the country and be a bit more cynical than the rest. Therefore, fierce battles still take place regularly until the rainy season returns to this land. The rainy season has come after 8 months of drought. Life began to come to the lions. The lioness was no longer afraid of hunger as before. However, it has some lost things that cannot be recovered. So does the hippopotamus. Surviving the dry season has also caused it to suffer quite a lot. Besides encounters and conflicts with lions, it is also threatened with its place among the more powerful hippos in the herd. The strong are always the winners. In this case, there is no exception. But there is a great consultation for the animals living in the harsh climate. That is, the rains have brought them a fresh source of life, washing away the past obsessions and fears. This certainly won't last forever, but at least it will bring peace to both lions and hippos until the next year, when the dry season says hello again. Hopefully with this information and stories shared on this video, you have had moments of relaxation and have learned many useful things for yourself. Have a good day, and see you in the next video.